live in a minute with a little bit of luck. Yeah, that's a good sign. My screen's gone completely black, which usually indicates that we're going to go live in a minute. Now, weirdly, it does say that we are live there, and yet it ain't gone live. It says now you are live on your channel, but
I think it's gone live.
Yeah, I think we're live, Neil.
Can you actually see us, guys? Because I'm looking at it now on my adverse.
I got a notification now, so
good stuff. Just let this clear. I'm trying to mess with the good evening, everybody in the chat. I'm trying to mess with the stream rate a little bit here because I keep getting warnings. I've just had another whatever bit rate warning or byte rate warning. I'm assuming it's bit rate warning, but what do I know about computers and all that? So first of all, let's say hello, guys. How's everybody doing tonight in South Africa?
Good, very good.
Look at the Bournemouth boys. Look at the Bournemouth boys there. Look. Big smile on their faces. Super close. Let's introduce who we've got on here. So everybody will know the Big Game Ranger. Look at him. He looks like South Africa's version of Paul Lynn. Look at him. Come on there with his tank top. One for the ladies. We got the Bournemouth brothers in the house.
Sanders.
Mate, what I love about him, Terence, he's still got a bit of white on those shoulders, so he's been staying out of the sun a little bit. That's how we roll, mate. There you go. We've also got...
He can also be a substitute for Sanders Sedis as well.
He can. He's not quite as big of a as Sanders Sedis, but I don't know whether he can cook as well as Sanders Sedis either. Sanders is a pretty good cook. When we were in the Iron House, he was cooking up a charm. He was on it every day in the kitchen. He needs to start a cookery program, actually. I think he'd do well. We've also got Joan Nell joining us for the first time here on
Thanks for having me.
We'll be seeing a lot more of this guy. There's some horror stories out there about his hand and wrist, so expect more where that came from. As well as the Bournemouth brothers, you will also, anybody who's regular to the channel, anybody who's a regular to Arm Wars will know that the man right there is the original rock of South African arm wrestling. That's Mr. Terence Opperman in the house. And Travis Tuggle just came in the chat and said, hey there, Neil and Terence. Travis, how you doing, mate? So, guys, first of all, thank you for coming on the show. Appreciate it. And to let everybody in the chat know what this is about, tonight we have got the hardcore of the great country of South Africa on the fix for the first time. And the reason we want to do that is we want to go around some of the countries in the world and shine a little bit of a light on South African arm wrestling, on the nation's arm wrestling, on how you can get into the sport if you are in South Africa, who you can contact if you're going over to visit, if you're going on safari, if you're going to see the Big Five. John will probably drive you around in his car if you're going over there. But joking aside, we want to get a feel, want to introduce these guys, and we want to get a feel for South Africa, what the situation is over there right now with arm wrestling, clubs, and just the general situation, the general feel for the sport in that country. So, guys, I wanted to start with that, and don't stand on ceremony. Anybody can jump in at any time. How many clubs are there right now in South Africa? How many sort of principal clubs have you got?
I think it's about 30 or so at the moment, if I stand under correction, but that sounds about right there, Terence.
Yeah, I think so. 25, maybe 25 to 50.
And in terms of geographical spread, what are we looking like? Is it right across the whole country, or is it quite localized?
So, Neil, we have a very, very strong group in Cape Town. And then we also a little bit, I think it's east, we have a smaller group there. And then you get the Johannesburg, Pretoria guys. And then you have my club here. And then you go to Nelspruit. And then you have in Durban. So if we just tell the distance, it's like 1,600 kilometers from Cape Town to Wheatbank.
Okay.
And Nelspruit is like 280 kilometers from me.
Mm.
John is like 150 kilometers from me. John is 100 from me. Born Brothers is 200 from me. So that's kilometers. So it's quite a drive if you want to have a good training session.
And in terms of a sort of in each of your local areas, so for example, start with the big game ranger. We'll start with John McKechnie. In terms of your local area, mate, how often would you train and how many people have you got to actually work with close to where you live?
So we have a practice every Saturday morning, and it probably ranges from about 5 people to about a good day would be about 15 people. Sort of a diverse range of weights and experience levels, and also age as well. Quite a diverse mix. A lot of people are getting into it now as it's sort of becoming quite trendy on YouTube. A lot of people asking inquiries to join the club and come to a practice. So it has certainly grown a lot in recent years.
Same question to the Bowman brothers. Obviously, you guys are each other's main training partner. We see that a great deal when you're on the table together working with, and I get it on my feed like daily from both of you coming up there that you're working on the table a great deal. But outside of when you're training with each other, do you guys have good training base, a good network of people that you're training with quite regularly there?
No, Neil, it's only me and my brother. There is a club not too far from us. It's about, let's say, 15 minutes from us in Three Rivers.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the time it's me and Devon. And then later this week or next week, we will be honored to have John McKechnie over to have some training. So that will happen once in a while. So that's really good. But yes, I think I'm really lucky to have Devon. He's super strong. So I can hit all the different angles. It's always good to have a big club, and that's something we are striving to. Probably starting a club in the next couple of months. I'm just waiting for my arm wrestling tables to arrive.
Hey, which arm wrestling tables have you gone with?
Arm King Australia. It's one of my sponsors.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's good though that you're picking up sponsors out there also.
Yeah, I'm really lucky, and it's good stuff, Neil. It's really good. So they are sending me a couple of tables, and I'm really solid pulley systems. So that's one thing that I've learned is with the pulley system you can mimic so many different movements on the arm wrestling table. And when you don't, because back in Australia I had a club 5 minutes from me, but back then I focused more on weight training instead of table time, because table time really it's tough. But now with Duvan. And we do redline, but he understands what we want to achieve. So it's a bit easier. And with those pulley systems, it helped me out significantly. I think for any beginner, that's step one, is get yourself a pulley system and a table at home. Because you can start working on that, watching videos, setting up different movements. You can work your cup, your pronation, your rise, everything on that table. So, I'm excited for that, yeah.
This is if you don't have a ready-made training partner that's basically you with a baby face. It's basically the same dude. I love it. If you look at him for the visual, anybody in the chat, just take a long look at the faces of Bowman Boy. Jovan is basically like a baby face. Rick, isn't he? You're looking at him, same dude, slightly different haircut, same dude, 10 years earlier. Amazing.
Yeah. And we are really lucky. And let me tell you something. One of these days, that band won't be necessary anymore. He's getting really strong, really fast.
I've seen it, mate, and I know. Obviously, the other thing I would say before we move on to Joan Nell is that I think that's a common theme if you look around the world at the moment. Not only South Africa, there's so many young athletes coming in, 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old kids that are really serious. You know what I mean? You go to a lot of clubs, and there are a lot of young lads starting the sport now, and a lot of young lads who are not as new as you might think. You look at him and you think, he's only a kid. He's only 16 years old, 17 years old. And then you find out the kid's been pulling for like 8 years or something, some ridiculous figure. Mm-hmm. Because all of the time that social media has been pushing this out, certainly I think probably the year before COVID, there was a big explosion around some of the clips that went out there. And during that period of time, I think that there was an enormous amount of people got involved in the sport. And Joanne, if you could answer this one for us, mate. I know, when did you guys start to see the shift in South Africa and greater popularity start to come into the sport?
For me, it's been, I've been seeing most of my friends and family and stuff starting to watch videos the last couple of years. I would say the last 3 years, I would say it's been trending a lot more in South Africa. But before that, yeah, it was quiet. But the last 3 years, and since Terence went overseas, there was a little bit more exposure. And now with Rickert going overseas and John as well, there's a lot more focus and people watching it and getting involved. So I would say the last 3 years, but especially this last year and a half since Rickert went overseas and start making a name for himself and for South Africa as well. So I would say the last year and a half, it's been really rising in South Africa.
And Joanne, if you want to carry on, mate, and just tell us a little about your club, who you train with, what your sort of breadth and depth of athletes in that area. Are you isolated, or have you got a good base?
So I stayed in Gauteng in Johannesburg as well, and I trained with my dad and my brother, like let's say twice a month. But now I moved to a farm in Limpopo, so now it's been tough. So I'm a little bit isolated. There is a club nearby me, but I haven't had time to get there. But I'm doing some band works and functional training and stuff like that. And I have a little bit of a system here at home as well, where I can train by myself. But I'm making time to at least see my father and brother twice a month, so that we can get some table time in as well. Yeah.
So it's a really good excuse to get with your family again. So your dad and your brother are both pullers?
Yes. Yeah, my brother is quite good. He's really strong. He
How
also
old
had
is he,
like
mate?
a year off. Excuse me?
How old is he?
He's 36 years old. He also went with us, me and John and another guy, Gerard Oberholzer. We went to East versus West qualifiers in 2023, and I think he came like fourth in the qualifier. My brother, Gerard, I think was second and third. I'm not sure. And yeah, I only lost to Sanders left and right.
Yeah.
But
Don't worry about
he was
Sandra.
quite,
He's a complete and utter. Don't worry.
yeah, and he was quite much heavier than me. At that time, the weight classes were 91 and down and 109 and down. So it was not a good weight class for me.
Yeah. That ain't great, because ordinarily you would be what, 90 kilos or just above?
Yeah, 95 kilos.
95 kilos, yeah. And John McKechnie's been telling me in between bigging all of you up beyond belief, which is what that's John's job. That's what he does.
Yeah.
John basically comes on the phone, texts me, and tells me that all of South Africa are kin awesome, and why are we not using more South Africans there? That is basically what John McKechnie does, just so you know. Spent the entire time when he was over here telling me how amazing all of you are.
He's my
Neil,
personal
John's brother
promoter.
Ruan is super strong. Man.
He's off. There you go. He's back on song.
I think he must start his own promotion because he's really good at it.
He spends all his time promoting you lads. That's exactly what he does. So we just had a super chat there from the Lucky Ones podcast. Guys, thank you for your super chat. But hey, gents, big fan of the panel. If you're not subscribed to Lucky Ones podcast, they really champion the ladies' side of the sport. Get over there and check them out, guys. Give them a like, give them a share, and subscribe to the channel. Lucky Ones podcast. Hope you're all good, guys. And let's go there as well. Terence, what about ladies in South Africa? You got many ladies on the table over there, or mostly men?
We have a few ladies. I think there's also levels to the ladies in South Africa.
Yep.
So you have your very strong, very dominant, like Alma du Plessis. And then you get your next set of ladies. It's also like 90 kilograms around there. And they are very, very strong. And then you get the next level. I think that is the lighter ladies. But I don't think we have a lot. I think maybe 25 ladies, maybe 25, 20, maybe 30. But we had a world champion in the past, Bardine Miller. And also there was a lady, she's also from Wheatbank, from my hometown,
Yeah.
Alma Duplessis. She beat Bardine like every time they pulled. She's like, she never lost in South Africa since she started. It was like 2006. So she's very, very strong. And she's
What
like,
weight,
I
Terence?
think she's like 68 kilograms, something like that. She's
right in the mix.
super, super, super strong. And she doesn't train. That's the best of it. She doesn't even train. So I think it's maybe the Wheatbank water or something, but
Is she
she's
technical
phenomenal
or
wrestler.
just side pressure? What's the gig?
Yeah, I think she's a boilermaker. That's a profession. So she works underground with steel work and stuff like that. So she's a hard-working lady. She doesn't train, but I think cupping and pronate is very strong. I think it's too much to handle for the other ladies. So, yeah, I think that is basically the ladies.
Yeah, that would be great if there was a girl that rose to prominence from South Africa, someone to really champion that side of the sport. Yourself, you guys are all in the position where you're going to be doing that. So obviously we've seen Rickard and Duvan getting a lot of love from East versus West, and will continue to do so. I think Rickard might be Robert Baxter's favourite arm wrestler. Absolutely loves Rickard. Hey, loves Rickard. I speak to Robert probably once a week, and Robert is a massive fan of Rickard Bowman, let me tell you right now. Loves him. Completely loves him. As do so many viewers for East versus West. And it's exciting to me to know that there's so many guys from South Africa that are really on the rise now. You know, I think that's wonderful. Really, really good. and the idea of this whole series really is to try to cast that light out there to let people know that it's not just the faces that you're currently seeing on East versus West that are really good pullers and really high levels, and that there's so many great arm wrestlers in every country around the world. If you go and you put a microscope, you shine that spotlight on any country, you will find really, really talented arm wrestlers. And that's kind of what this is about, is to serve a dual purpose of you guys informing everyone about your country and who the guys to watch out for, and also to let people know how they can get involved. Because if you're so many people, I get so many messages from people all over the world, and it always makes me smile a little bit, because I think people must think that I'm in contact with every arm wrestler on earth, because sometimes I don't know what the situation might be in Uzbekistan, and they're like, can you put me in touch with someone? I'm in wherever it may be in Uzbekistan. I'm like, well, might struggle with that one a little bit. I haven't got too many contacts over there, but I try my best. And this kind of thing just gives people a reference point where they can come back and they know where to go. And I want to get into that as we go through the podcast. But let's go to something that Terence just said a moment ago. And this has been interesting also because of the fact that I have done a Deep Inside the Minds chat very recently. Part 1 we've done, part 2 is coming imminently with Terence. And I've also started the same process with the Bowman brothers. And we talked about this a little bit on there, guys. A second ago, Terence, you said, I don't know whether it's the water or something else, but one thing is for sure. There is, without any question, a really strong hotbed of talent for not just arm wrestling, strength sports generally from South Africa. You've got right now the world's strongest man, South African, Rain O'Neill, a fella who was messaging me this week, Colton Engelbrecht, who, Colton's been in touch this week. He's coming to one of the Giants shows, I believe, this year. So he was in touch the other day talking about that. Now, nice. Did you guys actually see what Colton Engelbrecht did the other day? Did you see the 470 kilo 4 times?
Yeah.
Crazy.
He was like 110 kilograms or something.
Dude, and that, and the shoulder press The man
Yeah.
is
180 for a double.
sick.
Yeah.
I mean, he's what, 120 kilos? Ridiculous, mate.
Well,
Yeah, he's
he can strickle 95 kgs.
Yeah. That's only like 10 kilos less than Rickard.
I wish.
But yeah.
when Rickard uses one hand.
I'll tell you what, Ryan Bowen keeps going the way he's going. Yeah. Ryan makes me laugh with that. Ryan's like, at the moment, Ryan and his missus are without doubt the strict press kings of the world. Have you noticed that every day I get a feed with Ryan looking like he's going to shit himself leaning against the every day.
But Neil, the joke is he's got to get it. He's got to get 105 kgs. I know it's for a fact.
He will. He will do it because he's never stopping. He's literally every single day.
Yeah.
Oh, Nicky Fura's joining us. Just trying to connect now. So,
that's cool.
Who wants to take that question on generally? What's going on in South Africa? Why is everybody so bloody strong? And why right now? Has there been like this crazy influx of interest in strength sports generally?
I think John will be the right guy to answer this because he was in strongman, in grip, strength, and stuff like that as well. So I think he has a little bit background about that.
No, I think a lot of it just fundamentally comes down to genetics, especially with a lot of the Afrikaans guys. They're phenomenal genetics for strength. I don't know if you know, Neil, but I'm the only guy who's actually English on this whole podcast. But every single other
We've got one.
John is Afrikaans.
There you go, guys.
The Bormans are Afrikaans. I'm the only English first speaking language gent on this call. But I am 25% Afrikaans actually. But the Afrikaans genetics are phenomenal.
And am I right in thinking Afrikaans genetics is Dutch, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Dutch, German, French. Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I also
right? The Dutch it's either the Dutch or the Scandies might be like the biggest.
Yeah, they've got the highest average height, men and women in the world. The Dutch. Yeah.
So the Dutch
are there's phenomenal genetics in terms of bone structure. And also, if you look back at our history, there was the Great Trek where people migrated up from the Cape inland. And to survive that, you had to be incredibly tough. So there was a sort of like essentially survival of the fittest, which happened. And so the people that are alive today are the byproduct of this phenomenal genetics and toughness. And you can see that, I think, across the spectrum with our sports, especially rugby and obviously now with strength sports, which we're dominating in. And I think you're going to see us even more dominating in years to come because the genetic potential here is just ridiculous.
Can I just say, John, was that a cat that just crossed your path? Is that a cat?
It is, yes.
Because of you said a moment ago, we've got a strong tradition in Afrikaans people. We got a strong tradition on the fix of cats' arseholes popping up on screen. No apparent reason, apart from the fact that Ray has been a cat. He's been a cat guy for years. So probably on, I don't know, this is like 237 episodes. I'm going to say like 219 of those have featured a cat's arsehole. Just a random fact. Shame to flaunt tradition. Nicky, welcome to the show, mate. You're on mute at the moment. But also, Nick, if you can turn your camera on its side, brother, we get it, let people have a good look at you in all your glory. So, yeah, sorry about the cat's arsehole diversion there. Just came up when that cat's arsehole almost came into another series. People will think there's something going on. Does he ring people up and say, "You got a cat, son?" any chance that you can get your cat to do a bit of a mooney on the screen? But getting back to where we were going, do you think that there is probably as high a potential in South Africa, therefore, with the genetics as we may see from Eastern European nations? Because every time that you go to Georgia or you're around the Georgian team, you get a feeling that they are structurally exceptional. When you look at the whole team, when you go to have you been to Georgia or any areas like Ascension, Russia? You been over there at all?
I've been to Bulgaria and to Romania. Yeah, there's some big gents there.
I do
Very
think there's certain pockets of society in some of the Eastern European countries where people are just thicker set.
Yeah.
I'm
Thicker
talking
bone
men,
structure,
women.
massive muscles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and structure. Thick
Yeah.
wrists, big hands, big knuckles.
Yeah,
You know,
look at that. A lot of the Afrikaans guys, you must just see the thickness of the bones and the size of the hands. I mean, look at it for example, Terence's hands, Sean's
yeah.
hands, the Borman brothers' hands, Nicky's hands. You must see Nicky Farie's hands, who's on the call now. He has some of the biggest hands you could imagine.
Go on, Nicky.
And
Give us
the
quick hand.
strongest hands as well.
Give us
I
a
can
quick
tell
look
you,
at that
this
hand.
guy's hand is phenomenal.
So, oh, there you go. You've upset him. Nicky, no, there you go. Nicky's coming back on. He's just joining now. Nicky, give us a quick hand flash, mate. Let's
Sorry, my Wi-Fi.
Put that hand up, Nicky. Let's have a look at it. Oh yeah, he's got a big old mitt. Yes, big old mitt. So, Nicky, where are you based at, mate, in South Africa? Are you in the same region as any of the guys on the call?
Yes, I'm here in Pretoria. Yeah, with the strong guys here in Pretoria.
Where all the strong people be at?
Yes.
Fair enough. And what about tournaments, guys? How many events will you have? Obviously, you've got the nationals, but how many organizational bodies and how many tournaments do you usually see annually?
So we are currently.
Sorry,
Terence, you can go.
No, I wanted to say Nicky will tell us because he's like on the federation. So he has the calendar and everything.
Yes, Neil, we are currently busy organizing the provincials for the Gauteng province. Mm-hmm. It's been a long walk to, Terence will know, to fix the structure of arm wrestling in South Africa. I'm currently the vice president of SAF, of our national federation.
Yep.
So we are working our asses off to get everything in place. The calendar is currently full. We are full. We've got so many registered new clubs, new members of the federation. I think we are just about over 500 plus registered athletes in South Africa. And I think it's 51 clubs that is registered all over South Africa.
51 clubs?
Yes, yeah. Oh, so the structure, we worked very hard to fix the structure in every province. We can proudly say now we've got, for every province, we've got a fully equipped structure, like a body, a committee, and we are doing good. Arm wrestling in South Africa is growing, and the strong guys is coming up. You can see the young guys is coming up, and at the end, that is what we want.
Absolutely, it is, mate. And let's just follow on from that, Nicky. With regard to sort of what's the right way of saying this? Unearthing new talent, finding new guys, and also training people that are coming into the sport when they get in there. Have you got any structure around that? Do you sort of run novice, intermediate, pro? Have you got any separation there, or is it straight into just open arm wrestling?
No, yes, we've got guys that's trying to. Obviously, we're struggling with finance here in our country to help, but we've got guys that goes down, example, to Cape Town to go and check the structure there. We had a meeting with them last night. Obviously, it's a little bit far from Gauteng, where the body corporate is, but we try to get the guys out there to go and have a look, and to like example, we have in about 2 weeks we have a big referee course done here in Gauteng. So we try to get the schools involved and Yeah, the guys are coming up. We can gladly say that the new talent is coming up. Really, arm wrestling is growing. The best example to give for the young guys is Duan Bowman. So yeah, the guys is really coming up, and like the younger guys are looking up to him and they are training for him. So we are very happy with arm wrestling in South Africa. Yeah,
And there's a real pride about it. I've noticed. Like every show we've done, you look in the chat and there's loads of South Africans coming in there, pitching in. And whenever I've been on calls recently and I've spoken to Terence, has been number one. Terence is in any country. It's nice if you've got someone that goes out there and from the early days of the sport goes out there and establishes themselves as a signature arm wrestler, like a signal flare of the country. And I can tell you this from personal experience. I have never met anyone that's come across Terence Opperman in person, and when the man has left, not gone, fuck, I love that guy. What a great dude. Like everybody you speak to is a Terence Opperman fan. I mean, my mum and dad met him briefly at one of the Arm Wars events. Love him. My dad thinks he's the coolest dude in the world. Absolutely love Terence. My son thinks Terence is amazing. My other little son came to meet him at one of the Iron House. Loves Terence. They both think he's amazing. This is after 1 hour with the bloke. So, from a South African arm wrestling perspective, you seem to breed these guys. Obviously John's not quite there yet, but he's been hanging around with Sandris. So let's give him some slack. But the Borman boys are like they're setting out there, and they're gone on the same track. They're trying to be sort of ambassadors of South Africa. It's not just and there really seems to be a pride in that. Do you think that's something that runs through the entire country? Because, joking aside, John McKechnie's also awesome. It's a shame he models himself on Sandris, but outside of that, he's really solid. And do you think that is a thing that's pretty unique to South Africa? Is that something you're sort of trying to breed into everyone that's doing the sport?
Yes, Neil. I think when I started arm wrestling in 2005, it was a different game. Like you will also know, there was the level of arm wrestling. Me and my missus was talking earlier today. I wonder what level 2005 arm wrestling compares to today.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I didn't compete for a year or two internationally, once I go back, I can feel I'm behind.
Yes.
So even the guys joining my club now, the new guys who have never been on an arm wrestling table, has already technique and we already trained some sort of pronate, supinate, cupping, rising for a month or 4 before they came to the club. So the level of the new guys is already up there as well. So I think YouTube helped a lot with developing arm wrestling. I don't think just in South Africa, but in the world.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I could stand with the top 10 of arm wrestling and in South Africa and let everybody go and just above the pin line, bring them back in a flop wrist. Number 2, number 3, number 4, up till number 10.
Oh.
Now, the level of arm wrestling is so close and so high, but if I don't train for 3 months, the guys start beating me. So I think also the motivation behind the country to get our name out there and just let everybody know how strong South African arm wrestling is.
Yeah.
I think that is also a drive for the guys. When we went to the East versus West qualification, John was there, Gerard was there, Ruan was there, Natasha was there, and I can't remember who else. So we went there with 6 guys, and we got 5 medals, if I'm not mistaken. So it's like we are still on the same we can compete with these guys. So it's not like South Africa is behind. So yeah, I think what we accomplished in the last 21 years, 22 years in South Africa, I think it's paying off now. So the new committee is very strong and very focused. So I think that is the right thing for arm wrestling for the amateur. And also, like you know, me and the Borman brothers, John and John, we're doing the professional side. But also, I want to invite Nikki and Koos to Arm Wars as well, because these guys is phenomenal arm wrestlers. The style they have is different to what we get when we go internationally. It's like different world, different guys. Because we didn't train like the European guys or the English guys or the American guys. We have a style different. Even Rickard's style from Australia is different from what we have. So yeah, I think it will be good to see how these guys do in the super heavyweights, because it's big guys. I think Nikki is weighing 138 kilograms, if I'm right.
Which forearm?
And his brother is, yeah, one of his arms.
Nicky's just sat there with forearms like 9 foot across. In fact, Nicky's put his phone back the other way around because he was so intimidating when he had it normal. The size of his frigging forearms.
That's crazy.
Absolutely massive.
I'm currently at 166.
Yeah.
Yeah, top tip, if you're on an international trip, any of you with Nicky, don't let him in the top bunk if you're sharing a room. Because you're taking some serious risk right there. Unless that's good craftsmanship, something's going to die that night. Not good. But let me ask you this question then, guys. If you're talking about the signal flare arm wrestler, okay, so the Terence Opperman, the Rickard Bowman, the John McKechnie, that has gone out there and kicks the shit out of people internationally. If you were to go from the lightest male weight class that you operate over there, which is, are you starting super low, like the 50s, 55s, or are you coming into the sport
55.
65? 55, you're that low.
Yeah.
So if you had to pick, what's the fairest way of doing this? Say professional weight categories. So let's start with someone around that 65, 70 kilo mark. Do you have anyone in South Africa that you think could compete at world level that weight class right now? Or more than one?
Yes. Yes, Neil, I will say we have like 3 guys in the 70 kilogram class.
Okay.
We have 2 guys, both of them is named Raymond.
Okay.
And John must help me with the names now. But there's other guys in the 70 kilogram class. There's one guy from Cape Town, he has long hair. What's his name? They call him Aquaman.
He's a little bit heavier.
Oh, he's a little bit heavier.
Yeah, he's heavier. Yeah.
But in
There's
the
a couple of
70
guys,
kilogram class.
if they learned how to do water cuts properly and competed in the correct class, they'd be super competitive.
Yeah.
Raymond couldn't, if he cut you under 70, would be really good. Aiden Stradom in Cape Town, I think he walking around or somewhere around 80, but he could definitely trim and compete under 75 or 70. Probably one of the, I'd say, top 3 technical arm wrestlers in South Africa. Another guy, Matthew Hawkins. He actually came number 8 at Worlds under 70 in the seniors. Very strong hook. There's a couple of other guys around there as well, around that 70 kg mark. Cobus Young and from Polokwane, also very strong.
So if you were to look at, let's bank that, two guys at under 65, under 70, you think you've got that could be competitive at world class. Let's move to the next class. Let's say 75, 80. Is that the same? Have you got? Do you believe you've got a couple there?
If Raymond Cape Town, if he cuts to under 80, would he be certainly very competitive internationally?
Okay.
Yeah, and also the vet Botha, he was also that weight. And Neil, you know the vet, he was like He was hanging
Very
with
strong.
Stasio at the time.
Yeah, very strong. Very, very strong guy. So let's go 90 kilo. What about that? Would that be John and
Definitely.
Juan, your best guys? The two guys we have on the call?
Yeah, and I
that's
think Ruan now, my
yeah,
brother,
John's
definitely, and
brother Rowan
Gerard
now
Oor
would be
also.
there. Yeah, that's exactly it.
Hey, John,
So,
how's
yeah.
Kenny's left on the South African level? Because I know
Which
he's
other guy, mate?
Kenny.
Yeah, Kenneth List is not bad.
Yeah. Kenneth
His
Tarati.
left hand is good.
Kenneth
His
Tarati.
left hand is very strong.
Dude,
And there's another guy. He
Kenneth
hasn't been
Tarati's
so.
been in the chat on a number of shows. I know. I
Yeah.
think Kenneth Tarati was in the chat on your Deep Inside the Minds. I remember seeing the name.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Then there's also another guy,
He's a
Philip.
phenomenal arm wrestler.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Philip Nelson.
Yeah, and Gerard,
It's-
what is
Yeah.
Gerard's weight? Gerard is also
He's
90.
probably
Yeah, it's about
85
90.
kilos.
Gerard, I think he's 80 kilos or something.
I think he's around 90.
He's very strong.
Yeah, he's very
Good.
strong. Got a very good hand.
Very strong.
You're going to find there's a reason I'm asking all these questions soon as well. So, Cobra Springs. Cobra Springs, probably someone you know, sounds very South African. South
one of our
Africa
close
is
friends.
he's one of, okay. So he's put South Africa is going to make big waves in the arm wrestling world. Herod Borason, is that how you pronounce it? Is
Boers,
also
yeah.
getting very strong now.
Yes. Yeah,
Herod
Boerse
Borason.
he's in Klerksdorp. He's getting bigger and stronger now. I think he had a small injury, but he's getting back onto the table. He's the guy that John just mentioned a while ago. He went over to the East versus West qualifier as well.
Okay. So that's the guy that you were talking about. Fair enough. Now let's go. So we've sort of capped that 90 kilo class because I think, myself and John have spoken about that, and I think John's class is below 90 physically. If you look at, he went below 85.
Yeah, it was a lot.
At Dark
That was a big one.
But yeah, below 90, I think is
90,
a good class.
90 is doable. 85 was, jeez, that was a lot. Eh?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, he looked like a walking hard on. Absolutely ridiculous when he was shredded down for that. Juan, you're currently 95, but what height are you, mate?
A 184.
Which is what in feet and inches? About
6
1.
feet.
Yeah,
6
so
foot 1.
6 feet 6'1". So you're probably 90 kilo as well, I would think. Just to lose that.
With a good water cut.
Yeah. Don't worry, John's all over it.
I'll do
John's
90
got
if he
you
does
covered on that
75.
one.
Oh, mate, absolute quality. So, yeah, Nicky, don't worry, mate. I don't think you're making 90. Yeah, he's not going to have to go down that far. But if we go to the 100 kilo class, or even, let's say, 100, 110, are we really going to say, is it the Bowman brothers that are the top guys there? Because I know the reason I say that is Rick had told me that he's got aspirations maybe to go 115. That was and below. That's where you thought long term you might sit. Is that right, Rickard? Or
Yeah, it's something I want to test out. Because to be honest with you, Neil, to be a world champion is definitely one of my dreams. But to be a world champion in the super heavyweight division it's super tough, man. And like I said, if you give me a couple of years, I think I can grow into the 115 kg class, and I can see myself being a world champion there for sure. But super heavyweight is really tough. It's really tough. But I'm gonna take it match by match, and then maybe you never know. You never know. But this guy Neil, he's 70 years old, 115 kgs already. He's probably gonna be 120 in April. So yeah. But you are currently the under 110 national champion in South Africa. Eh?
yeah. So it's clear to see that throughout all weight classes, you're represented up to the heavyweights, and then in the supers, Nikki, you're the champion, aren't you? In the supers, the Open.
No. Currently, I'm not. No, last year wasn't so good for me at the Nationals. But currently, I think is Koos, Rickert took his left position from Koos, and I think Terence is right hand, if I'm not mistaken, Terence.
I think so. Me
Yes.
and Ricard need to pull a little bit, and we can see.
Yeah. So that we can see what's going on. Yeah.
I know that that's something you guys definitely want to do, but I know also that you're very united as a sort of let's get out there and do some damage, and that's really where I was looking to focus on. As I say, in every country, I'm looking to identify killers, guys that are going to be, for example, let's think of a country that makes sense. Let's say we spoke about France, for example. I'm an enormous fan of Ethan Lovey, the son of Joseph Lovey, he's been an arm wars puller for many years. And his son, Ethan, is a wonderful little arm wrestler. Only young, needs to be kept safe a little bit, but a fabulous puller. And he's someone that hopefully is going to be on the Arm Wars card in April. And I want to really champion him. And his
Neil.
Put him out there.
That's the guy that just pulled that Lion Pride, eh?
Yes.
Against
yeah. He's mega.
Yeah.
But Ethan is not only mega on the table, he's also a fantastic character, I think. Good-looking kid, can talk, can get out there and talk about the technical side of the sport. Sells himself in very well, markets very well. I love him. I think he's awesome. And his dad, I've always had massive respect for. He's rock strong, ridiculous strong. And he pulled in some of the best matches we've ever had in Arm Wars. Unbelievable matches for years. And in the WAL qualifiers and things like that. So, absolute beast. And just for Joseph Lovey, and out of respect for him, I'd like to help his son and to push Ethan so that people get a chance to look at Ethan. And see who he is, and he progresses as well. So that's a big aspiration there. And South Africa is another country that needs that a little bit, so that we've got more people following the footsteps of what yourself, Terence, John. We can shine some lights on there. Going to do exactly the same and continue to do that with the UK. I always, on every card we do, try and champion new guys from the UK and show a lot of those as well. But I want to do it with as many countries as I can. I ran a thing called the Savage Search, and we got a number of people that came through that route. And that's gone on from when we first really started championing Devon, when Devon was a young man. Michael Todd the same, got Michael on that road. So you can find and you can create stars of the sport. And I feel like I want to continue to try to do that, to unearth new talent and to push new talent forward and showcase them at Arm Wars, and it can go on to do other things and bigger things there as well. So I want, after this call, guys, if you can put together like a hit list of 2 men, only 2, from each recognized professional category. I'll even send you the weight classes if you like, so that I can see who they are.
Yeah, Neil, there's one guy that I really would like to mention, and I think he used to be in Terrence's club. Leandro is the guy's name. So Leandro is about my age. He's weighing 150 kgs now. So I remember showing up to my first. I was pulling John McKegney on the left, and Leandro was there, and this was his first event. And Terrence walked up to me. He said, "Listen, top roll this guy." I said, easy day. Neil, I couldn't get into that guy's hand. It was impossible. I couldn't believe it. Terrence told me that, listen, I can't get into this guy's hand. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, no, man, I've done this in Australia. I can get this. And that's just shows you the potential of South African arm wrestling. We have an insane amount of talent and potential. I just think the structures need to be better. But you see, it goes both ways. I think everyone on this call right now loves and dreams arm wrestling.
Yeah.
Where you have to create that by yourself individually to start really putting the pedal to the metal. So yeah, there's a lot of potential, and I'm telling you right now that Leandro guy is going to be a big name in this sport, especially in South Africa. And I think he's done really well at Worlds as well. I think he got a medal as well last year.
Tremendous. And he's only your age. He's only a young man.
A young and bigger man.
22.
Yeah.
How tall is he, mate? At 150
At
kilos.
196. 196.
Oh,
I
yeah,
asked him
so he's
the
tall
other day,
kid as well.
yeah, he's a bit taller than me. His hand is much bigger than mine, and he's about 20 kgs, 15 kgs heavier than me.
Mega. Is
Yeah.
there a large sports expo in South Africa now? A little bit like the Arnold Classic or FIBO or something like that over there?
Yeah, we actually had Arnold Classics here, but they changed the name to Giant what's the name now, John?
Yeah, they had
the
the
old-
Arnold Classic. Yeah, it was good when it started off, but then they just sort of
but
it's okay
changed
to
the
next
name
one.
now. Something Giant something.
Mm.
But yeah, so there was an Arnold Classic, and yeah, the same event is still going on, but the name has changed.
Very interesting. And in terms of question for Nikki, in terms of sort of the promotional side of things over there, do you have a clear distinction between main draw arm wrestling, so amateur style arm wrestling, and professional supermatch arm wrestling? Do you organize the two formats?
Yes, Neil. We are currently in discussion as well, especially at the competitions, to pull the pro guys to show the younger guys, the upcoming amateurs, how arm wrestling is done. How can I say that the ticket sellers to show them, because, for instance, a match between Koos and Terence is something you will pay money to go and look at.
Yep.
So we are focusing on that, and then we are showing the amateurs. All these guys is coming few years back. Koos is coming up a few years back. Terence can talk with me with that. Maybe the last 5-6 years, my brother Koos has come up tremendously. So we are showing the guys that anyone can come from the amateur side, turning pro in a couple of years, couple of months. The guys is coming up. I'm going back to Borman. He's showing the world what can be done in a few months. You know. So yeah, we are focusing on that. Our main focus from our side is obviously the amateurs, to grow the sport and to show that anybody can, any race, any gender, anyone can do arm wrestling, and it's working. Like I said, the structures is in place. We are just struggling on a financial side of things on this side. To send someone to Cape Town for a week is costing money, and we don't have that money. But if we can send the right guys to provinces in South Africa, like we spoke about, the talent, the raw talent is here. We are so strong in South Africa. Our genetics and everything just works together. Just to get that people and show them arm wrestling has been in even till today. I meet some people that seen me on TikTok or Facebook or whatever. They said they didn't know arm wrestling was so big. So we are definitely focusing on the amateurs, but we are focusing on the pro guys as well, to show the world that we've got world-class arm wrestlers in South Africa. Yeah.
Perfect. And when you look at the way that you guys are organizing the nationals, are you doing that annually at one single time, or in one venue, one province, or does it move around? Does it go across South Africa?
No, it moves around. It moves around. For the first time, Terence will know I've been serving with him on many committees or federations. I'm also arm wrestling from 2009. So I'm a few years in arm wrestling. So I've also served in a few federations. And for the first time, what I feel, my experience, that everything is in place. Cape Town, all the provinces in South Africa are in place. So we are moving around. We are giving everyone a fair chance to show South Africa what they can host and how does it work. We are giving every province a chance to show, to feel how does it feel to host the nationals, and to give everybody a fair chance. Like the provincials now, nobody can come from another province to come and compete at one province's provincials.
Yep.
To give everybody a fair chance to qualify for the nationals and to qualify for the Africas and to qualify for the worlds. So yeah, I think for the first time in our history, I feel that we've got everything in place. Yeah.
Fantastic. And when you do the nationals, would you look to do professional matches, or not necessarily? It doesn't have to be the nationals, because the nationals is pretty significant. But when you do other major open tournaments, do you run a professional card alongside that? So very similar to the East versus West tournament look now, would you look to have a tournament at the same time as a small super match card, or is that something you've looked at doing?
Yeah, obviously, we would like one of these days to do something like that. Everybody wants to go to East versus West, but currently no. You are coming to a tournament, you put your name down in your weight category, and the best man win. We've got a double elimination here in South Africa. So the pro guys, but like Rickard said, now Alejandro came up at one national. I think it was 2024.
Yeah.
And he kicked my ass. Basically, he was an amateur. And the whole thing changed. The amateurs is coming up, and the pros, they didn't even practice for a tournament, must go back to the gym and go and start to train again, because the amateurs is coming up very strong. So yeah, obviously, if we can get that chance one day to do something like East versus West alongside our nationals, it will be great. But our nationals is big. The last 2 years, it was big. We had more than 220 plus entries, all the categories. So it was big. We hosted it on a 2-day basis. Yeah.
Yeah, that one of the things I was thinking
sorry,
could be Benny. So yeah, go mate.
So we have other competitions as well, but these days we split it up between super matches and double elimination competition. So I think Nikki was still getting to that, but like the club competitions, not nationals, nothing to do with the amateur arm wrestling. So we'll have a show for the people, but it's starting. But we also have classes for them to enter. So if they're not on the level to do super matches yet, they'll start at the bottom, do double elimination, and then they'll get invited to a super match. Like every competition is like a trend we're doing now. We have a few super matches, and then we have a open competition as well.
Yeah. And one of the benefits of running it like that in many ways is because you can make the super matches almost like an evening show. So you encourage people to come and watch, because with the best will in the world, open arm wrestling, main draw tournament arm wrestling is too long. It's going to take too long for people to come and become a fan of the sport. But I think there's a sweet spot around, I want to say 2 hours. And I think if you're looking to encourage new people into the sport from a viewer perspective, I think if you had sort of a 4 or 5 match super card, where you're just doing super matches on there, that would be the sweet spot for attracting viewers. I really do. Around that 2-hour mark. And that can be a very powerful tool for any federation, I think, to go down that route. And where you're breeding the opportunity for progression, genuine, clear progression within your federation, because you're actually starting to see guys coming from that environment into the super match, they become the headline of the show. And that can be a very, very powerful tool to utilize. So that was where I was going with that, just whether that's something that you've got an aspiration to do, you know.
How many matches would you say goes into that?
I would
Like
think
2
I would
super
think
matches,
a
or
maximum
3 or
5,
4?
Terence. A maximum 5.
5,
Yeah.
5. So like 10 guys, basically.
Yes. Yeah. Showcasing, and it doesn't have to necessarily be harnessed to weight classes. It has to be harnessed to good matches with prominent arm wrestlers.
Yeah.
And I think the big benefit there is also it attracts sponsors, because ultimately sponsors do not care about the sport. They care about eyeballs. That's it.
Yeah.
Nothing more, nothing less. If you can show them eyeballs, they will sponsor you. Doesn't matter whether you're professional tiddlywinks. If you've got 1 million views, they're going to sponsor you. You know, so in order to do that, it needs to be character led. It needs to be driven by, as you guys said earlier on, when you're getting athletes with prominence internationally, it will therefore bring in new people because they see a bigger audience. That's why I want to put as many of the guys on Arm Wars as I can to sort of showcase them. Doing that, the downside is that particularly when you use new guys, you get small views initially. But if you continue to use those guys and give them the platform to get their character out there, they grow a fan base. They grow people that become hardcore fans of them. And by doing that, that's exactly what we did with Devon, exactly what we did with Michael Todd, and many others. Frode Hoagland is an example I use very regularly, because Frode Hoagland,
Jeff Fail.
yeah, Jeff, the biggest and most prominent one. But on the Eurosport side of things, he was the most popular arm wrestler I've ever seen. I mean, the spike in viewership when he would come on a weekly show was ridiculous. We were at that time going into sort of 65 countries. We were translated into 56 languages, for Christ's sake. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And they had international translators translating the show in different regions and countries. Crazy, isn't it? But the spike in whenever Jeff was on a card, and it was we're talking about between 5 and 9 million viewers a week, every week on a Thursday night for an hour. Now, the other thing was that it was growing through the hour. So they would take a quarterly measure. So on 15 minutes, how many viewers? On 30 minutes, how many viewers? 45 minutes, how many viewers? And at the end of the show, how many viewers? And the interesting thing was that you could see whenever Jeff was on, we would do it in 2 halves, 2 matches. Whenever Jeff was on a show, the growth in the quarter was ridiculous. So people were very clearly channel surfing, coming across Jeff. And because he was so vibrant and so wired, who the is this guy? And they were staying on there. And that shows you the strength of character. And I learned a lot there because we showed the match with Devon Larratt and John Brzenk, and it wasn't popular. Once you exceed the hardcore fans of arm wrestling, for example, if I showed the match between Devon and John,
Travis,
2 arm wrestlers, more arm wrestlers would tune in without a shadow of a doubt than if I showed a match between Jeff Hale and any opponent of a similar level. Okay. However, you put it outside of arm wrestlers, complete difference. Isn't that remarkable? And people don't think about it.
I remember the match between Travis Bajent and Devon Larratt in America at Las Vegas.
Yeah, on the MGM
I
Grand
think
Prix.
that was also, I think that one has a lot of views.
But
that
that's
was
on,
amazing.
it was on social media. Whenever Devon now is very strong character in that respect, but when you start to build characters and you start to have people that have the opportunity to sort of project themselves a little bit more, it's amazing. Your reach can be so much more than you would otherwise be, and that has to go down to a lot of specific considerations. And we don't want to get into this too deeply tonight because obviously it's about South Africa, but I've seen so much proof of that for so many years. We ran the Eurosport show for 14 years. And over that 14 years, it was a very, very clear, consistent message. very, very clear. And the funny thing is, it was taken out of the hands of arm wrestling, if you will. There's no need for arm wrestlers to, and the hardcore fans of arm wrestling to comment and to say what the reality of that is. In my mind now, it doesn't matter what they say. I've seen it for 14 years. There was a live experiment on the biggest sporting network in the world that's going into more than 70 countries. And it was going at a time when there was no internet arm wrestling. And it was going at a time when there wasn't a hardcore fan base for the sport. So we got to see very clear live trial every week of what sold and what didn't. It was really, really interesting. Really interesting.
I saw it in South Africa on ESPN. I saw a match between, I can't remember who he was pulling, but Travis Bajent was pulling. So even in South Africa, that was 2004, 2003 on ESPN.
Yeah. Yeah, we were on ESPN, Sky, Fight Network. We were on a lot of, and obviously Eurosport. We were on a hell of a lot of networks with that show. It was very successful. But yeah, very, very interesting in that regard. But I really am keen to see that hardcore list, guys, after today's show. And before we go, I want to also get a little bit of the boring nuts and bolts of South African arm wrestling. If anybody watching the show now wants to get involved in the sport from South Africa, how do they go about that, guys? It doesn't matter who answers, but what would be the best route for them to do that?
I
I think if I go onto the website.
Sorry, go again, guys. Well,
sorry.
Okay.
I think if I go onto the website, I think the list of clubs in your area is there. I think that is the best place to start because there's phone numbers, there's email addresses. And if I inbox any one of us, if I inbox me, the first question I ask them, in which town are you? And then I'll go onto a group and I'll ask what club is close to this guy's town. And then I'll get a number for the guy and so on. So I think the best place to start is the website.
And can you just give the website address, mate, so everybody knows where to go?
Well, Nikki.
Yeah. I have no idea. I don't have that details with me now, but they can even check us. Check us out on Facebook. Our most popular interaction with the public is on Facebook at SAF Arm Wrestling.
SAF. Yeah.
SAAF. SAF Arm Wrestling. They can find any one of us there. They can find our secretary's details there. Website, everything is on SAF Arm Wrestling on Facebook. Yeah.
So just once again, guys, that's SAF SAAF Arm Wrestling on Facebook. And guys, after the show in the chat group, if you can find me the website link, I can put it in the description for people also, so we can make sure that people have an opportunity to get in. And one more time,
I'll send it over to you.
Yeah, that'd be great, Terence. I just want to let people know how they can go about that. And last but not least, when is your major timings this year? When will the South African Nationals be, guys?
Terence, we are still deciding on the date. I think it came to us at May this year. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we are still deciding on the date because we are working around the provincials and all the major competitions that's coming up. But so far, I think it's in May, somewhere in May. But we will make everything available when the executive has decided the date and everything. Yeah.
And have you any other tournaments coming up, Nikki? Anything that's in the calendar for the
the major one? The major one is coming up now. Is the 27th, 28th February this month. Is the Gauteng Provincials, and then on our national calendar we've got club competitions around South Africa. So they can just go on, like I said, onto our website and onto our Facebook. They will see all the club competitions. But the major one now is end of the month in Gauteng. It's the Provincials.
Tremendous. So, ladies and
gents, also
gents,
there's a massive tournament coming up in Durban as well. I saw there was a lot of prize money for that one.
Yeah, yes.
But that is more for the professional guys.
Yeah, it's a
So,
money event. Yeah.
that's also.
So you got a prize money show, professional prize money show coming up in Durban.
Yes, they reached out to us last year. It's a festival. It's a festival that they are hosting every year at Durban, KZN. So they contacted last year and said they want to make arm wrestling help them there. So we are currently in working with the guys down at KZN, the clubs there. So it's going to be a major one that side, but they're still finalizing all the details and everything else.
Okay, so we're going to have a
But I
bit.
think that one is July, I think.
That one's July.
Yeah, it's July, yeah.
I think
You're right.
so, yeah.
And is it international or is it domestic closed?
It's
international.
mostly, yeah. And everybody can come.
Yep.
There's no limit to who can come. But obviously they want the bigger guys there, the biggest names there, because it's going to be the prize money is going to be good. The sponsors came through on this one for the guys, and like I said, the guys in South Africa, you're doing everything out of your own pocket. Your gym fees, everything is costing money, and the bigger guys will know. To arm wrestling, the equipment here and everything is expensive. So if the guys can get a chance like this for money up for grabs, I think it's going to be good because they're going to train and everybody wants that kaching. Yeah.
Okay, guys, last few minutes of the show, last 15 minutes or so. I want to have a bit of a laugh. Here we go. And we'll see how biased you motherfuckers are right now. Here we go. Get ready for this. So, these are the rules of the game. You have got South Africa represented right now. You can have 8 men. Any 8 South Africans. Any 8. Okay? Against any 8 from these countries, from other countries. 2 lightweights. 2 middleweights. 2 light heavyweights. And 2 heavyweights. You got it? 2 lightweight, 2 middleweight, 2 light heavyweight, 2 heavyweight. Crack team from South Africa. And the first country you're arm wrestling is the United States of America. Who wins? John McKechnie. Is it USA or is it South Africa?
Jeez, I think that'd be, yeah. I think we would win the supers.
win
there.
the
We would
fight.
win with Terence and Richard. I think we would win the supers.
Okay.
Yo,
I love that you're breaking down by category.
So I love
it.
So wait. So we're pulling Dave Chaffee. Is that what you're saying, John? Yeah.
Rickard's like, might happen. I love that Rickard's like, bring him on, the big bastard.
Yeah, give it to Richard.
Amazing. Go on, Rickard Bourman. Robert Baxter's at home going.
Yeah.
Literally, Robert's at church right now going, cha-ching. Amazing.
Yeah.
So, go on, John. So you're kicking. Chafee's battered. Who else is bringing? Who are they bringing?
What is light heavyweight under which weight? Under
Mate,
what?
you can pick it.
100
Let's
kilograms.
say it's 105 then for light heavies.
Well, no, probably myself and Sean there. I think we can be competitive against anyone from the States in those divisions.
I
know
love
it's what
it.
probably Paul Lynn and that'll be tough. That'll be tough for sure.
Okay. So you think you smack them in supers? You think you what? Probably. Do you think you beat them in light heavies or?
Well, yeah, they're strong there. Paul Lynn and maybe like Andrei Sharkovich or something like that. Yeah, they're strong.
They can't have.
touching.
Listen, the Yanks aren't having Andrei Sharkovich. All right, he's called Sharkovich. He might live in America. That ain't no American. All right, so yeah, Shark's awesome, but he ain't no American. He lives over there.
There's some strong gents there, but I think at the lower weights in America has a lot of depth. Certainly in the middle and the lights, they've got good depth there. very strong gents. Yeah, I think our gents would struggle against them, but we certainly got some strong guys in those classes.
So would you give the overall win to USA or
I
to
think
South
US
Africa?
would probably have, they would certainly, I think they would have the win. Certainly a big advantage.
Is
Yeah.
Travis
They just have the
MF Tuggle competing? I just want to find out.
If it's a dancing competition, you bet your ass he is.
I
Hey,
can still
so
beat him with
you know what
dancing.
I loved most
You
about
remember?
that little thing was that Juan Nell was like, when John McKechnie's saying that, Juan's going, "Oh motherfucker."
I think John forgot to drink the right water.
So Juan,
Yep.
you've got South Africa, yeah?
Definitely, always.
There you go. So Juan Nell, you've heard it. USA, piece of piss. South Africa. What about the Boorman brothers? Who've you got? South Africa or USA?
You see, Neil, we've been in America a couple of times now, so man, I don't give myself a chance against any of the top guys. It's a big one. I mean, it's if you look at it real quick, it's Michael Todd, Jerry Cataract, Corey West. That's it. That's close to impossible.
And
That's
Dave Chaffee.
Yeah, but he's in the 115 kg class now. You see, so
Oh yeah, you're right.
yeah. So I don't know who has a chance against him, but 115.
He might still crack all the others. You never know. Even where he might, he's that strong, isn't he? So I think Mike would win that match personally.
Yeah. I think Mike is
definitely.
Yeah.
And Nikki,
I think
we can
if
just
we had
get
3
in the
months of
chair.
Rassie
We can hang
Erasmus,
there
we
all
would take
day.
them.
listen. Well, wait a minute. Go on, Juan.
I think if we had 3 months with Rassie Erasmus and he can help us mentally, we could take them.
I'll tell you what, John, I love him.
Mhm.
Juan Nell's my fucking guy. I'll tell you right now. I love him. That's the kind of attitude we love. Right. Nikki, who've you got? South Africa, USA, who wins?
Neil, definitely I'm backing my boys. I don't care who they go up against. I don't care what the odds are
There you go.
against them. I'm backing my boys, South Africa, all the way.
Right. So while we're on that run, let's move on to the mother fluffing Canadians. South Africa versus Canada. 8-man death fest. Who wins it? We've already tucked in the USA, unless you're prepared to listen to the Bowman brothers and John McKechnie. Oh, Terence, were you saying USA or South Africa?
Yeah, that's a difficult one because I know the guys.
Yeah.
And I know my guys. So I want to back my guys, but the American guys are strong. So, like John said, I think the lower classes will get the hiding. And I think the super heavyweights also, I think we'll get the hiding there. But I think in between the 80, 90, 100, 105, maybe 115 kilogram class, I think we stand a very good chance.
Nice diplomatic response, and you wonder why everybody loves it. Okay, Canada. John McKechnie, can you beat the best of Canada?
Jeez. Well, Devon Laird and the Supers, I mean, he's going to...
I think he's winning that, isn't he?
I think he's winning that, for sure.
Definitely.
But what about... That's just one win. What about...
Was Pork Chop number 2?
Outside of him?
Is Pork Chop
I would like
number
to
2?
see Duvan and Pork Chop again.
Yeah.
I think you can take him, John L. I think you've got him. That could actually be a great match, Neil.
I also think so.
And Ryan Espes, he's still pulling.
Ryan still pulls, yeah.
Yeah. He's also super heavyweights.
So there was a vicious rumor going around that you and him might have been a good match at one point. Can't remember where that came from.
Yeah, I remember.
Let's let me. Well, so John, Devon. You reckon Devon's going to win, right? But outside of Devon, what do you think? Can you crack?
I think they've obviously built up depth in their categories, but I think we could certainly be competitive. I don't think they have the strength of names that a USA has.
Okay.
So I think we could certainly be competitive all the way down.
Okay. Listen, Dev, are you listening to this shit? Oh, you're not listening. You're not watching the fix then. The South Africans are tucking you in here, son. Also, listen, South Africa are on that, and I mean the frigging hardcore of South Africa. Juan Nel wants your ass. He's like sent out. You give Juan Nel like 3 months with this mental coach he's got, and he will bust your ass. Seriously. Where are you? Can you drop one? If I send you the link, you can meet him. He'll tell you right now he's here. Okay. Send you a link. Give me 1 second.
Oh, Neil, I just want to make sure we're talking about chess now, right?
No, kill him at that.
Or we're talking about arm wrestling. I just want to make sure.
I just want Dev to meet Ron Nell. I think he's going to love him.
He's
going to love him. There we go. So, right, John, Canada.
Apart from the super heavies, I think we've certainly got a chance.
Yes. Watch
Hey,
this.
John,
Nicky.
the other guy in Canada, is it John Therian?
The Savage.
Yeah, bacteria, yeah.
What's his weight, dude?
Oh, he's smaller, mate. 90 kilo.
That's like 85,
actually, 85.
Like I said, that's a match for John. John versus John.
Yeah. Could you crack him?
Yep, for sure. But he can pull without his hand, eh? Really good.
Piece of piss.
Right,
It's not a problem. And look, no, it's Nick. He's not said anything. Yeah, who the fuck is this guy? So, right, don't back off now, Juan. You tell him. So here we go.
Devin.
Meet South Africa.
Hey, Devin.
Oh, okay. I know who you are. You just beat the young Borman.
That is right there.
Unfortunately.
I saw that, Matt.
Yeah.
I saw that.
And pork chop.
Pork chop. What?
Juan, tell him.
I'm coming for him. You can't beat my little guy here from South Africa. He's only 17 years old.
You just beat him. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but now he needs to face someone his own age.
Oh, and you're that guy?
I'm the guy.
Mate, how good is he?
Are you going to Austria?
No. But I'm going to
Armwrestling
Armwrestling
in April. But Curtis don't want none of that.
Porky's getting pretty good. He's not bad. You know, like at 105 kilo, pork chop is pretty solid. He's pretty solid.
Dev, let me fill you in on what's going on here, right? So do you know everybody on the call? So you know John McKechnie, you know Terence, you know the Borman brothers, obviously. Nicky Fury's here also from South Africa, and Juan Nel, who is now my favorite guy in the world. And these guys represent the hardcore of South African arm wrestling. And the question was, you can pick 2 guys at lightweight, 2 guys in middleweight, 2 guys at light heavyweight, which we're calling 105 and under, and 2 guys at heavyweight. And it's South Africa, but their best 2 guys in those class stick other countries. We've already got a bit of a mixed review against the United States of America, and the South Africans were a bit split there. Terence Opperman, too diplomatic. He shit out, wouldn't answer it. The Borman brothers, nicest guys in the world. They went for USA. John McKechnie went USA. Nicky Fury went South Africa with ease. Juan Nels, I'll beat that lot on my own. That's what you're dealing with. He just needs that mind coach. So Canada are next up. And they gave you a bit of love here and said, okay, so Devon beats anyone. But outside of Devon, we probably bust everybody else. Now, John said we've got a really good chance, but he said it with a glint in his eye. Terence, can you crack Canada?
No, definitely. I don't think Canada has anything on us.
I mean, Terence, are you pulling 105?
We're talking about chess, right? I'm just asking.
Didn't I beat you last time?
This is a chess. This is a chess match, right?
I've gotten
No,
way
this is
dumber.
pulling.
I've gotten way dumber, I promise. Way dumber. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Duvan,
Now,
come on, mate.
I'll be in a 115 kilogram class, definitely.
Duvan, you've had experience of
Matt's
Curtis
doing really
Cameron.
good.
You've had
Yes, sir.
experience of Curtis Cameron, Duvan. What do you think? Who wins, Juan Nel or Curtis Cameron?
Man. Okay, so if I could have the rematch with John now, I would have known to start it more on the right hand side of the pad. I think I was really more prepared for pork chop than John Al. Pork chop is strong, man. Pork chop is strong.
Mm-hmm.
But you also only rested for 3 days, right?
Yeah.
Before pulling John.
But I think the big
That
difference
also makes a
between
difference.
Pork Chop and John Nell is way quicker than Pork Chop, and I think that's gonna catch Pork Chop as well. If John Nell can get him out of his shoulder, it's over. But Curtis Cameron, he is real strong. Yeah, he is real strong.
So, Bournemouth boys, who have you got? Canada or South Africa?
So super heavyweights, I think Rickard could beat Devon.
Okay, yeah.
How was the practice? How did it all level out, Riker? How did that all go with Mike? Can you beat Mike?
No. I didn't try to, Dave. I was only pulling backwards. My elbow was toasted after schoolboy.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to transition into the press. So we both were respectful, and it was just an honor to grip up with Mike for me. That's all it was.
Now, enough of that bullshit. Here we go. Nicky Fury, South Africa or Canada?
If you take Devon out of the occasion, South Africa all the way. I'm backing my
Nicky
boys.
Fury never lets me
All
down.
the way. I'm backing. I'm gonna stand like this in the corner and watch this match. I'm backing my boys all the way.
Absolute. And Juan Nel, we don't even, mate, it's not even close.
No, we just need our
John Al-
Springbok rugby coach, Rassie Erasmus. He will sort us out. Then we can go there and take them on.
There you go. So, Dev,
You should come.
Canada versus South Africa. Genuine question. Those weight classes, lightweight, middleweight, light, heavy. Best of Canada. Best of South Africa. Who wins?
You know, I'd have to really look at. I'm so out of touch with the current rankings where everybody is, but Canada's pretty good, guys. I see you guys got good guys. I know that there's some good arm wrestlers in South Africa, but I mean, we got some depth. We got some depth, and I've never even heard of a woman. Actually, that's not true. There's not many women in South. I think we got the women's side really cleaned up. If you want to touch that, but look.
No, he's changed the rules there, guys. He's changed the rules. That's an illegal move. Euro Crusher with a rule change early.
I mean, when I look on here, I see guys who are probably either going to be pulling the 101 open, 115, 105, and one, I think maybe you could probably make 95 or even 90.
Yeah.
But we got a lot of depth there. We got some real legends that are still kicking around, and I'd have to say you guys are probably at this point still the underdogs against this. Like, I think you got to remember, I can pull 105, 115 and open if
you
I
can
want.
only pull. The rules are you can only pull one. You can only pull one class, one match. So you've got one card to play.
Right. Okay.
And then it's your other. So it's you plus 7. Any 7 who can make those weight class. Any 7 and you.
But it looks like it's pretty heavy in the 115, 105. So, I mean, we got guys like Sylvain. We got guys like Matt Mask is a really good guy for us.
Big card.
We got there's this obviously pork chop. There's a guy Oleg. We've kind of claimed him. He's really quite good. out in BC now. I'm so bad with names, but hey, I invite you guys to come over. You know, good luck making it through a high hooker night. You don't even have to. You don't even have to
Yeah,
go.
and that doesn't necessarily just involve what's on the arm wrestling table. Just good
You
luck
don't
making
even
it
have
through
to
the
go
night.
for the whole country. Just show up in Ottawa and see if you can make it until Tuesday. You know. But
But you, joking aside, you'd think Canada. You
well,
think
I
Canada
have
crack
to.
it?
Obviously, I have to say Canada. I mean, look at you guys are great. Really, like I'm a big fan of a lot of you guys here on the call. Neil's trying to stir up some shit. What are you gonna do? You're gonna have international like country
Dude,
versus country?
listen, I'm putting it out there. We're putting it out there. We're gonna. This is a thing, all right? This is a thing. We start stuff. We were the first people to bring you cat's arsehole with that kind of frequency, and now we're moving on to who can smack who internationally. And a team of
I'm
8.
gonna say,
It's 8-man Grand Prix Death War. We're starting it off in Arm Wars, and it's coming. And the next one, and I want you to stick on for this, Dev, because this is now we're getting interesting. So we'll say that South Africa think they can smack Canada. On the fence about the United States of America. Here we can go. Australia, John McKechnie. Can your best 8 in those classes crack Australia? And just to give you a chance,
yeah, Bowen down
Tesh
there.
is retired. Danny Tesh is retired. Okay.
Who's retired?
Yeah.
Ryan Bowen.
Danny Tesh. If Danny Tesh was in it, can't win. Not that class.
I definitely think we win that one. Definitely. In the supers, we will. Richard and Terence will definitely beat Lachlan.
Lachlan
And
is not even supers anymore. Eh? He's like 105.
is he? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he's gone out of it. And who they even have in the yeah? Who do they have in the supers there? Then, eh? Richard?
Yeah.
No one for you.
Malta is New Zealander.
Yeah, Martai's New Zealand.
So we would dominate the supers.
What is the guy what is pulling left? Well, he pulls with you on the left hand.
Brett Koets. Left and right is
Yeah,
amazing.
Brett Koets. He's a proper arm wrestler.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Marriott and Bob
You guys
also
know
very
that there's
strong as
Bowen
well.
2.0? You know that there's a second Bowen down there who's really good.
Bowen Fafara. His left is really good.
Really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But his right is not as good as his left. His left is he's really good.
Yeah.
What
He's
Mario.
Mm.
Mario's bad dude.
Yeah, Marriott's very strong.
Yeah, Mario
Very
Tambaki.
strong.
But Ryan Bowen is the number 1 in Australia right now.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ryan is
Based on what?
Last minute standing.
This is what happened. So at over the top, Lachlan got beaten by Mario Tambakis and Mateo Rangi from New Zealand.
Okay.
Then they had a competition the other week called AWE Last Man Standing.
Oh, mate, but you can't class that.
That's an endurance match.
You can't class that.
The first few matches, eh? The first few matches, he pulled Mario, and it's fresh on fresh, eh? So Bowen had a few matches, then he pulled Mario fresh, then he pulled Brett fresh, and then he lost to
But he was pulling one round and then another round, and then for me, and this is nothing to do with Ryan. This is just if we were doing this in England or if you're doing it in America. With all due respect to the AWE guys, and I absolutely love that format, incidentally, but I don't think you can use it in any way to rank people. I just don't. I think you've got to if you're ranking someone, it's got to be one-on-one, straight super match format.
Yeah, Neil, the only reason I understand 100% what you're saying. The only reason I'm saying that is Ryan stayed on the table. He was the first guy on the table. The first guy, his first opponent was Mario.
Yeah,
so
and he was impressive. He was impressive there. I thought he was great, but I don't believe you can base any ranking off that. Somebody called me on that the other day, and I rate Ryan. I think Ryan's strong as shit. He's a good puller, but I don't think you can take a rank based on that. Anyone, I just don't.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think Ryan's the number 1 guy in Australia.
Probably. Yeah. Probably.
I'd say extremely likely.
From
based off the results, and the only question mark for me is
not even those results. I think others, mate. I think he's looked.
What's his weight now?
Like 105 or something.
I think he's
115.
I think he's like 115.
Yeah.
He's 115.
Yeah.
Jeez, I don't think it was that big.
Yeah, I got him ranked #1 in Australia. The only question mark for me is when Lachlan gets healthy, because he's still a little bit screwed up. Where does he fit back in?
Yeah. I've got him as probably #1 in Australia, but I want to see it like properly.
But I mean, you can't discount what happened at that AWE because,
I think you can.
Well, the thing is, the match order makes a difference, and the fact that there's $5,000 on the table is not insignificant.
No, but mate, the $5,000 for the most wins over the period of the night.
I know, but when you beat the
shot.
1, 2, like when you beat all the top guys right out of the gates, like that's got to count for something.
Didn't he lose quite early though to Mata Iwarangi?
No. He had 7 matches, and he lost the last one to Mata. So he beat Mario, he beat Brett Coots, and then he lost his first round against Mate.
The way I would do it, I think it sets up wonderfully. Top man in Australia, super match, 1-on-1.
Yeah, that could be a good match.
Which you say would be Mario?
I'd leave that to the Aussies, mate. It's not right for me to say who it is, but I know the Aussies will know. If you came to the UK and see who's your top guy, I know who it is. I know who the guys are. If you went to South Africa, same. And I think the Aussies will know who's their best guy right now.
I was just at the over the top, and it was pretty interesting. That's a big event. They paid a lot of money.
Yeah,
like they got the best guys, and it was Big Matty in the final.
New Zealand though, mate.
I know, I get it.
He can't be in this. It's got to be.
So it was against Mario. Mario came through and he came through with difficulty because he faced Lachlan. He faced a lot of their guys.
So from what you've seen, Deb, would you have Mario as the #2? Or let's assume that Ryan is 1. I think he probably is.
Yeah.
Would you think his biggest threat is Brett Coots or Mario?
Or Lachlan. Or Lachlan.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I think.
Or Milo.
Yeah. So let's get back where we were. John McKechnie's saying no problem. Terence, problem, no problem. Australia.
I don't know the lighter guys very well in Australia, but I think Australia can be trouble in any day. You can't write them off. You can even see with the rugby. They are fighters.
Big
time. I think the
big time.
I don't know the lighter guys well, but I think the super heavyweights, I think me and Rickard has it covered. I don't think anybody can beat us there. And the 105, I'll back John and John there, definitely. And then the lighter guys, like I said, don't know them. If you can maybe give us a few names.
Yeah, but Australia has a 90 kg champ right now. It's called Milo Laren.
So, Nikki, who have you got? Australia, South Africa?
I'm not so familiar with the Australian guys except Ryan Bowen, Lachlan, and that guys. Yep. I think the heavyweights got it covered. So the same like Terence. I can't say about the lighter guys, but all the way I'm backing South Africa again, all the way.
And Juan Nel.
Yeah, I think it will be interesting seeing us against them. We have always had a nice rivalry in all sports we do against each other. So I think it will be quite nice to do something like that. But I think we do have them covered.
And last but by no means least, the Bowman brothers. Who have you got? Australia or South Africa?
Neil, Australia's level is really deep. You know, I got to see a lot of Australia and all the guys, and I can really say the lighter guys is really good. You have a guy called Jamie Barrett.
I love
he's
him.
Really good. Yeah, he's a superstar. There's another guy. He's a bit older, but he looks so young. SK is his name.
Yeah.
Really, I think he's from Asia. Really, really good. You have come on, man.
So that tall, skinny kid.
Yeah. Josh Barker.
Yeah, Josh Barker was in the gig the other day.
And the other guy, I know Devin. Hamza.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Crazy.
Yeah, and what is he like? Is he? Yeah,
He's squeaky.
Not
Is he
to
like-
mention, you've got guys like Jordan Davis, who's bloody solid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gordon's
this Hansa kid, he's something to watch out
Yeah,
for.
Hamza's mega.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's incredibly strong.
So who would you go for? Cock on the block. Who are you going for? Look at that. Look at that man. Tony is. Look at him. Duval's thinking South Africa.
Yeah. I would have to say South Africa. Look
Oh,
at it.
he's
I haven't
in.
been long-
There you go.
I haven't been here for too long, but just looking at it real quick, I can see from the 100 kg mark, I think we have it covered. And that's three classes, or 100, 105, 115 super. So I think we have it covered from there on. But the lighter classes is really tough. It's really tough.
I think, my opinion on that, I think it is an awesome clash.
Yeah, for sure.
Really close. I think that would be for so many reasons. I think Australia and South Africa are very close in that regard in terms of just competitive as hell, the Aussie lads. Like big time. And they'll do it. I don't care whether it's frigging tiddlywinks and the same thing from South Africa. So I think you guys, like Juan said, I think it would just be death matches.
Yeah.
I think they'd be awesome. And I would love to see that. Australia versus South Africa would be the balls, in my opinion.
Neil, I've heard something. And maybe, potentially in the future, there may be an opportunity for this to really happen.
Mate, you bet their ass there is. There is definitely an opportunity for this to really happen. On our things that you don't know, Sam. But yeah. Very, very, very good opportunity. So let's move on because we're running out of time. Here we go. Obviously, we'll not go with the British because we all know that. Look at McKechnie in the top corner. He's like,
How about the Georgians?
No, here we go. Here we go. Getting interesting.
Wait, Neil, you have to ask Devin first. What does he think?
What, in Australia, South Africa?
Yeah, Devin
No,
didn't answer.
I feel like I've run through the entire country of Australia, and I'd do the same to South Africa, except for maybe Reichert. That's my only question mark. So I'd say Reichert is higher, and that's the difference. You guys got Reichert. And you know what? No, South Africa. I think Terrence. When's the last time you pulled Bowen? That might not be bad right now.
Any day.
That's a beautiful match.
You and Bowen at 115 could be interesting.
So you know Terrence is pulling Brad Grundy at Arm Wars, don't you, in April?
Oh, see, so that could be really good.
How do you think that match goes? Grundy, Opperman.
Ooh,
that's coming.
Match. Good match. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And it would be what? Would it be at 115?
Yeah, they're just showing up.
Yeah, these guys are about the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a great match.
I think it's a great.
I think he's a little bit lighter than me. I think he's maybe 112 or something.
I know Brad thinks
I'm 118.
Brad thinks it's not good. He said, yeah, he's very interested in the match, but he believes he will smack the out of Terrence, and he definitely can't be top rolled. He said that there's no way. He said no way.
Brad's very good.
Yeah. Terrence, his posting top roll is really good for such a small guy. I got to feel it.
Yeah.
Just take the hook and he's nothing. I promise you.
Right, here we go. Are we ready? Next country coming in. Latvia. John McKechnie, Latvia.
Yeah.
Can you crack the best 8 of Latvia?
Who do they have in the super heavies in Latvia?
You know, format is important. You know, like if you just have a bunch of one-on-ones, but if you do this AWE system,
dude. AWE system.
That changes everything.
No, ball bags to AWE system. I love the AWE system, but that ain't it. This is super match best 8.
Put forward your guys as you wanted. Be like, okay, you just lost a dude, sub the next guy in.
That would be awesome, and it will work. But in this instance, we're looking for clean result, super match, 8-man battleground. You go in there, you show up with your best 8. They show up with the best 8. Who walks out? Who walks out with the wins and the results in those weight classes?
I understand.
And Latvia versus
what?
versus South Africa, very interesting, because if you think about Latvia, small country, small number of representatives, bad mother.
Is Nolan Thompson still
Normans is still active, yeah.
Oh, that's a nice
there?
match.
He's
And
the
you've got
proper
Sandra
arm wrestler.
Sheris.
Mm.
I mean, I
Yeah.
know he's a complete, but he's strong.
Mm.
Sandris, only kidding, son.
They're
You say
very
hello to
strong
your
in
mum.
the middle and low.
But what weight will Sanders be?
I don't know. I'll ring his mum and ask. I'll call her later, Sandris. Sorry, mate. I don't want to. So, yeah, Latvia. Come on, John. I know he coaches you, but who's got it?
I think they'll take us in the super from the light heavyweight down. I think they've just got too much star power there. From Sanders, Christoph Blumanis,
Tom Roswitz.
Yeah.
Thompson, it's Giannis. There's killers there.
Yeah, okay. So you're going with Latvia. Borman brothers, Latvia or South Africa?
That's it. I can yeah. Probably Latvia, yeah.
Ooh, Terence Opperman, Latvia, South Africa.
No, I think it's gonna be the super heavyweights. They don't have anybody there, so me and Rickard will take them, I'm sure. And then under the 105, definitely John and John. There's nobody in the world that can beat them. And then we go to the lighter guys. Like I said, we have two Raymonds here, what is very, very strong. I think they are world class. I don't think they can be on the level of what is your coach name, John?
Sanders.
Yeah, no.
With a C.
No, not that one. No, I'm not talking about him. So I think the lighter guys might be a problem for us, but I think the top two classes definitely we can. There's nobody in Latvia that can beat me or Rickard.
Oh, yes. So it's a start.
Or John. No, that's done deal. There's no one.
Nell.
There's nobody in the world that can beat John and John. I tell you now, at that weight class.
Juan Nell, can you crack the Latvians?
When we were at the qualifier in 2023, I think in every class we lost to the Latvians, so I would have to say the Latvians have our number.
Absolutely. What about that for honesty from Juan Nell? More I know this guy, the more I like this guy. Nicky Fury. Who've you got, son? No, come on, Nicky.
Again, the same as Terence. I think the upper classes, they don't got anything on us. The lighter classes, I'm not so familiar with the guys there. But I think the upper classes we will take it. But it will be a clash. I think it will be a clash. Yes.
Oh, okay. Dev, Latvia, South Africa.
Yeah, you guys probably take the supers, but it gets pretty dangerous in the weight divisions.
Yeah,
It gets pretty dangerous. Again, Terrence, you pulled Samus?
Try.
Not yet.
Yeah, that's another good one.
Yes. Yeah.
He's the Armwars what do you call it, title holder, right?
Light heavyweight.
But once you
Yeah,
get
so
once you get down in those divisions, they got a lot of talent.
Yeah, mega.
Yeah.
Mega. I mean, Ray's no bum. Let me tell you now.
Yeah.
Ray's bad
Yeah.
dude. There's some serious.
No,
serious.
definitely. No, the lighter guys is unbeatable.
Okay, so to finish off this segment and to finish off the show, because we've been on for ages, left the best to last. The United Kingdom versus South Africa. UK versus South Africa. Who've you got, John McKechnie?
In the supers, I think we'd take it because Terence already beat Mindaugas Delskus.
Is he the best?
Is he the best at the moment? I think he is.
Does he beat Bogdan?
Oh, yeah. But he's Romanian though. Are you claiming it was your own?
Lives in England.
But
He's English.
he's
If you ask
95.
Bogdan,
He's
are you
95 kilograms.
British or Romanian? He says British. I don't know. You'd have to ask him. He says he's
But
English.
he's pulling in 95 kilogram class, so you can't put him in super heavies.
Terence, he's 100% is Romanian. There's nothing we can do about it. But he's awesome. We've nicked him. I was making up the rules. We've nicked him. But he's been in Britain forever, trained in Britain, developed in Britain, and he considers himself British in that respect. But he's dual nationality.
Oh.
So
He's
therefore
a proper arm wrestler.
yeah, but he doesn't count. We can't count him if those are the rules. So take Bogdan out of it. Who've you got?
And the
Those weight classes.
then you also got Tom Holland, James Wall, and those guys are super strong. It'll be a hard match for myself and John. Obviously, I pulled Tom Holland; he's crazy strong. And then Lowdown. I know there's quite a bit of depth in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
I watched a bit of your nationals in November. There's a lot of good guys there.
Yeah, really solid.
Yeah, we would have our work cut out in those classes, even with our best gents. It'll be a real tough one.
So you're going to go for, what's your final call?
Jeez. I don't know. As much as I'd like to say South Africa, I think the UK would take us on the lighter weights.
And in the heavies, you'd go South Africa.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Terence.
Yeah, I think I will only say the super heavies. And then from there, I don't think we stand a chance. there's some guys. So what weight is Pigskin?
He'd be middleweight.
Middleweight, yes.
Yeah.
And what I saw at Almors, there's some proper arm wrestlers there. I think only the super heavyweights. I think the rest they will beat us.
Joan Nell, who've you got? UK or South Africa?
Who's the current champ in the 95 division?
James Wall.
I would like to pull against him. But like Terence said, I think only in the super heavyweights as well. John already went against Tom Holland, and I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what the result was. I think Holland beat him.
I love that setup, but you can see it, ladies and gentlemen, at Arm Wars right now if you get over there. And let me tell you, both matches, killer matches. Go over there, check those out.
But yeah, I think it will be close. I don't think it will be just a walkover. I think it will be almost a 50-50. But yeah, let's see. Hopefully we can do it.
I agree.
SA vs UK.
So Nicky Fury, come on, mate! Don't let me down. Who we got?
Yeah, again, I think this is the best matchup yet for me. Two countries. Super heavies, definitely we will take it.
Mm-hmm.
Like most of my calls, the down weights I'm not so familiar with. I know you've got a few strong pullers on that side of the ocean, but definitely the super heavies. I think we will take it. There's no one there for Terence or Rickett, my opinion.
Right.
And then, yeah, like always, I'm backing South Africa.
Yes,
I know what is within us, and
I love it.
I'll be there watching. I'm there. I'm there all the way for the boys.
Absolute class, Nicky. Go on, I love you, mate. Bowman boys, who've you got, UK or South Africa in the 8-man Grand Prix?
That's also a tough one.
Yeah.
Tom Holland is a really strong guy, but I think just give John another try and he'll do really good. And that was actually a really good match, I have to say.
Yeah, really good.
Really, really good, actually. So I have to give it to South Africa as well. I think.
Yes, the Bowman boys are in.
Is he called Claymore or something?
Okay, yeah, James Stewart.
Oh yeah. He seems to be a strong guy.
Yeah, he's pretty solid. Very big man.
Yeah.
Cobra Springs just came in with a super chat. Rickard versus Devon in 2 years. Devon, watch out. I don't think it'll take that long before these two guys probably have a little bit of a feel of each other, mate. It'll be a lot less than 2 years before we get it.
We all see him coming.
Hey, Dave.
Congratulations on Rookie of the Year again. Good job. Well deserved. Well deserved.
Thank you.
Yeah,
So do do me a favor. Just stay in this sport. I would really love a match against you. I'll train super hard for you, even if it takes me 5 years. I just want to grip up with your hand. But I want us, because I believe that we will meet in the future again. I believe this, for sure. And I think April is one of the days. But we are not allowed to grip up. I want us to grip up for the first time when we have a match.
Whatever you like.
Because
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I look forward to it. I have been watching your career ever since you showed up day one. You're a weirdo. Like, you're quite a standout. You tick all the boxes, Reichert, and it's gonna be awesome to watch you. I tell everybody, you got a destiny, man. You're gonna be world champ. There's really, I'm sure of it. Just keep on doing what you're doing. I think you're on a wonderful path, and I certainly do look forward to pulling you in the future. Yeah, it'd be great.
Thank you, Dave.
But
Thank you
He's
so much.
so young.
You know,
He's so
yeah,
young.
I know it's terrible. It's terrible. Yeah. No, it's great. It's awesome to see all this upcoming talent, and Riker. One of the things I really admire outside of your talent is your dedication. Like, when I found out you're all in and you believe in the sport, it makes me want to make sure that the sport does well even more for guys like you coming up, so that you do have a home in the sport, and that you're able to make it your living. So yeah, I look forward to it, buddy. I look forward to it. Just
Thank you.
yeah, it'll be great. It'll be great. But
And
all
Dev,
this talk of team arm wrestling and this country versus that country, you should take a look at what's going on in Canada. Jason Constantini?
yeah, mate. I think it's. I spoke to Jason when we were over at in Atlanta. I think it's
As soon as-
awesome. He's doing a great job. I think the format's great. I think it's really exciting, and I hope they pull it off. Because I've seen they're doing a lot with the clubs, aren't they?
Yeah, I think if you want to do like where it matters, like this country versus that country, you should look at their format.
Oh yeah, it's mint.
Yeah, he's refined it quite a bit, so I think it's more accurate than just 8 super matches.
Yeah, very, 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 very solid, mate, without a shadow of a doubt. And in the last comment from you, Devon, on that, UK or South Africa, who wins?
That's tough. UK's got so many transients, that you can kind of sign up.
No, you're not allowed to. So we're not allowed to. We can't take Bogdan.
You can't.
Nope. No, it's not fair, mate. We're not gonna use Bogdan, even though he's completely English.
What about Babiev? You get Babiev?
No. No.
That's too bad.
No, it's not fair. It's not fair. We can't. It's not fair. It's got to be UK guys. So passport holder.
You still pulling?
No, I don't pull for shit. I can smack the fuck out of South Africans. No.
I got to go with South Africa. South Africa. Yeah.
You're going to be South Africa. Okay, so that's Devon.
UK is real good. You got a lot of good guys, but I just see him coming up short to a lot of the guys on here.
Okay. So we got if you match at the super heavyweight, how many guys do you think beat Mindaugas Stulskas?
Reichert.
Yo, not a lot.
Reichert will kill him.
Okay. So you think just one? I think Terence is close as well.
Oh yeah, Terence might be close, but Reichert will smoke him, so that takes him out of the equation.
Do you think Terence and Reichert's a close match, Deb, or would you go with Reichert there definitely?
I'm sorry, Terence. That kid's a fucking problem. He's a fucking problem. I mean,
he is.
He is. I mean, we all know it. He's a problem. Like, yeah, no, I got Reichert running over. I think, quite honestly, buddy, I think you're knocking on that top 10. Like, I don't think it'll be long.
So
big names.
Yeah,
I'm gonna counter Devon's comment, and I'm going heavily in favor of the UK. Just smack them.
If you were still competing, we had some troubles, definitely.
So, guys, listen. I hope everybody enjoyed tonight's show. It's been amazing having the South African lads on, top crew of guys, typical South Africans, up for anything, want to win the thing. As I say, Australia versus South Africa would be awesome. I genuinely believe that would be an amazing 8-man clash. I really do. I actually think the UK and South Africa would mega as well. Be really, really good. But a lot of fun talking to you guys about that. And thanks for coming on and telling us about South Africa, guys. Really do appreciate it. And I cannot wait for you guys to get more spotlight. Really looking forward to Joan Nell coming over to Arm Wars. We've got Terence and Brad in April. Obviously, the cast iron John McKechnie, Big Game Ranger back here. And everybody knows we'll be seeing a lot from the Borman boys in East versus West. Dev, thanks for jumping in, mate. A lot of fun. Good to get your insight, mate. Obviously, you know fuck all about UK arm wrestling, but that's okay.
We'll see you soon, guys.
We will see you again soon. Ladies and gents, your first time on Supernatural Strength channel, please give us a like, give us a share, give us a sub, and also check out the description. In about an hour or so, I'll get the link over there for the South African stuff when the boys send me that. And yeah, just to keep you updated, I'm on with Dev tomorrow night. We got a live tomorrow with Devon, and we'll see you all again soon. We'll be back with a fix next week as well. Biggity bong, mother fluffers. See you soon. Bye-bye. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in and checking it out. Really appreciate it. It was